Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor and we are back in Gundabad. So even though we have completed the Legacy of Durin minus the epilogue and we have restored the throne, which still looks really cool, we have not completed yet everything that we can do in Gundabad. So there are still a couple of loose ends for us to clean up. And we will be getting through all of them, starting with the allegiance. So you will remember that we kinda got the introduction to the allegiance hall a few episodes ago, but I decided to leave that for later because it made more sense to me to leave the allegiance for last. So yeah, that's what we will be doing today. So no, it's not here. Before we enter through the Allegiance Hall, I have thankfully saved some of the items needed to level up this Allegiance. So, okay, these are the ones. There are a lot of these items in here, as you can see. But all of this should be enough for us to max the allegiance, and hopefully we can do it all today, because this one is a little bit longer than the other allegiances in Mordor. You might also realize I have also completed the other quest I had at the end of the last episode, conquering the 3 peaks. That's just for opening dailies, and I've been doing some dailies as well. But once again, since the dailies really don't advance the story in any means, that's what I chose not to show them on the channel. But you see here, through dailies and tasks, I am already at the max standing with the Reclaimers of the Mountain Hold. So that is something that we can check off the list as well. Now, in order to start the allegiance, that's not it, we gotta come here through this panel. I really should do something about it. Anyway, the Zhélruka clan, in addition to the Longbeards, the Zhélruka Dwarves of the East, have an ancestral claim to Gundabad and the surrounding lands. King Durin II offered succor to the Zhélruka Dwarves, who had lost their home to the same destruction that had caused the berg breaking at Gundabad. Now, a number of Zhélruka have made common cause with Durin to aid in the reclaiming of Gundabad and to make Gundabad their new home. We've been seeing all that, of course. So we're gonna join the allegiance. Yeah, we are tracking the progress in there. Prince Ingór will have the introduction now to us. We have much to discuss.
Pledged to aid the Zhélruka as we work to reclaim Gundabad.
Under my command, the Zhélruka will no longer be a wandering people. As Durin II promised so long ago, Gundabad shall be the welcoming home of all Zhélruka. Now there is much work to be done. After a brave expedition through Matugard, we have secured this hall, Vérnozal. It is a place for the Zhélruka to gather as we work to reclaim the 3 peaks of Gundabad. This hall was once the noble's court and a seat of power in Gundabad. Soon it will be a place of trade and commerce, as well as a refuge of safety for many frightful beasts and foes still lurk beneath the 3 peaks. Your first task for the Zhélruka? Familiarize yourself with the Hall of Vérnozal. Explore the hall and speak with those you see, Beriathan. Lots of things to do. Oh, okay, the quartermaster, sure.
Begins, I allow for chance. I take no such risk in war.
Welcome, Warden. I am glad that you are assisting the Zhélruka in Gundabad. Come see me here in Vérnozal when Prince Ingór decides that you deserve to be rewarded for your efforts. So this quartermaster will trade with you these tokens of the Zhélruka that you'll get for advancing the allegiance. But what I'm not entirely sure is if those are the same tokens that you'll get for completing missions.
We have come too far to turn back now.
Ah, my friend, Beriathan, we have undertaken many missions together, have we not? Aye, that we have. If we are to reclaim Gundabad for the Zhélruka, I say we will adventure together a great deal more. There is much history to learn of the mountain home and old halls to explore beneath the 3 peaks. Speak with Ausma or myself if you wish to carry out a mission. So much like with Elderslade, Thorin and Ozma will give you missions. Today it seems only Ozma is giving them out. Okay, no. We have not unlocked the missions yet. We need to complete chapter 1 to unlock all other missions. Ozma has another quest that we'll get to eventually, but not today. I am here to assist Thorin and Scoutmaster Ozma on important missions for the Zhélruka. If you assist us on these missions, I will certainly share the rewards with you, Warden. So here is the Quartermaster, but no. You see, the Quartermaster trades Gundabad mountain marks. So there are two different kinds of currency in here. It's kind of a mess, really, and that's one of the reasons why I have not bothered too much bartering with these two Quartermasters. It's a mess. The Hall of Vérnozal was built over and is powered by this underground river. Good to know. Living quarters, the balcony. Oh, Zova. She is right here at the entrance. And Zova is the dwarf that will have many of the rapper quests in Gundabad.
Glory awaits us.
I knew you would assist our cause. Advising Prince Ingór can be difficult at times, but is always worth the effort. He has a good heart and wishes only the best for his people. I am certain we will work closely together, for you have his ear as much as I do. Alright, this is a really cool shield. I'll hope you'll excuse me, but I do want to see which shield is this. It's not this one, right? It looks massive. So yeah, it seems there is some sort of bug with this replica of Storand. I think this was one of the shields that initially dropped in the In Their Absence instance cluster. But I might be wrong on that account. Is this one of the places we needed to visit? No? Not yet. Yeah, we need to explore basically the entire hall. And this place is huge, as you can see by the map in here. So, well, we'll see how long does it take us to finish this. These are the kitchens, but this is not another place we need to explore. Oh my god, how long is it gonna take? Because, once again, I do want to ideally complete the Zhélruka allegiance in one episode, as we did with the Mordor allegiances back in the day, but the Zhélruka allegiance is way longer, so I wouldn't count on that. It has more chapters, and it takes a little bit longer to complete each chapter, as far as I remember. So yeah, we might run into some troubles here. Many coming to Gundabad could seek a comfortable shelter here in Vérnozal. So we got the living quarters. I remember where the throne room is, but the balcony, not entirely sure about. I think we might need to climb to the next level, maybe. God, I hope we can complete this. And I think this must be the balconies, right? Just don't fall. I don't want you to fall. Alright, there is a forge master in here and everything, but the view from the balcony over the court is truly impressive. It kinda is, but these... well, not banners, but these decorations in here kinda get in the way a little bit. But it's still an impressive sight nonetheless, and the throne is really close by. I always found it funny how there is a throne inside this hall, but there is also a throne outside in Zidernezad. So maybe the depths. Yeah, I guess they wanted to give this place its own look and feel and its own sort of lore, maybe? But yeah, having two different throne rooms seems a little bit weird to me. From this seat, many proclamations were made by the lords of Gundabad. I don't know, maybe, once again, maybe I missed something. If you do know why there are 2 different thrones in Gundabad, please do let me know. This place has everything. It has bolt services, it has an auction house, it has crafting services. It's just that it's so big that it's really not time efficient trying to do your things in here. So yeah, I would say there are far better options for doing things than trying this hole. Come on, please move. Don't get me started with lag already. I mean, it's been difficult these past few weeks. I'm not sure if it's the updates they have done. Maybe there are more people playing. I don't know, but I've been having some hard times with lag recently. Worse than usual, not deal breaker yet, but still annoying. You would know, right? Oh, congratulations!
This hall must be a place of beauty, restored to the shining beacon it once was.
You see the potential offered to us by the Hall of Vérnozal? Yes, I have seen it too. Potential is not enough for the Zhélruka, however. This hall must be a place of beauty, restored to the shining beacon it once was. Right now, the hall is covered in dust and crawling with small nighttime beasts. Perhaps tonight you could take care of these unwelcome visitors for me. There was no twist on this mission? Prince Ingór has declared the Hall of Vérnozal needs to be cleaned up to suit the needs of the Zhélruka clan. I will be here if you need anything. Good luck. We need to defeat some beasts in here. And this is the deal with the Zhélruka allegiance. It ties heavily with another mission pack. And that is one of the reasons why this allegiance takes a little bit longer, because every other chapter you'll need to complete missions. So it drags the whole thing a little bit. But from what I remember, tying the allegiance to the mission system is what allowed the devs to do another allegiance to begin with. So I guess these are 2 things that could not be separated, but that also brings me to something I'm not sure I already mentioned. But I also think this allegiance was meant to, like the Mordor allegiances, to be unlocked after you completed the main quests and all the other side quests in Gundabad. The Mordor allegiances work that way, but since this allegiance is tied so heavily to missions and you unlock missions at level 20, they couldn't do that realistically. So they offered the choice for everybody to unlock the allegiance and to advance through it so that they could also do the Gundabad missions. But my guess is, if there were no missions tied to this allegiance, they would have done the same as in Mordor. They would have waited until you completed all the other things in Gundabad to unlock this allegiance for you. It does make sense, because once again this allegiance will send you to many different places in Gundabad, and it will also, from what I remember at least, it does seem to come after all the other story elements that we have witnessed so far. Like, it wouldn't make sense for the Zhélruka not only to claim this hole, but to claim the rest of Gundabad when we are still struggling with it. So that's just another argument as to why I would recommend you to save this allegiance for when you are done with Gundabad. But, well, if you want to do the missions, that's okay too, I mean. However you prefer, I guess. Anyway, there is also something else that we have not checked, and this is the Gundabad mission Slayer deed. We need to defeat 200 of these guys. There are like 3 or 4 deeds, or tiers of that Slayer deed. So that of course is gonna take a long time. And those deeds, these Slayer deeds, mission Slayer deeds, are required to complete the meta deed of Gundabad. So it's gonna take a while. And again, I don't know if I will be showing all this to you on camera, but rest assured that I do plan on completing those deeds. But we'll need to farm missions like crazy, and well, we also have the missions in Cardolan and Swampfleet that provide better rewards. And we also have... well, we will also have in the near future the new instances coming, the return to Karn Doom. The update has not released yet as of the time of recording this, but it's really close. So all that is to say that there will be plenty of additional activities to do at endgame other than missions. So I don't know how much will I be farming then. I mean, I might not do missions every single day, but I would eventually love to complete the deeds in here and get the meta deed in Gundabad complete as well. Because at least LOTRO's 2 latest endgame expansions, well, full expansions, not mini expansions, Minas Morgul and Fate of Gundabad, they are really, well, not easy, but it's really enjoyable completing all the deeds in both expansions. I especially enjoy completing all the deeds in Minas Morgul. But Gundabad, it's also really quick and really simple to do as well. So yeah, I also want to complete all the deeds in Gundabad too. LOTRO's 2 mini expansions, however, War of Three Peaks and Before the Shadow, those two seem to take longer if you're aiming to complete all deeds in there. Which is kind of weird that a full expansion is faster to complete than the mini expansions, but maybe that's just me enjoying this content a little bit more. I gotta tell you, I cannot wait for update 35 to drop with the Warden update, among many other things, because Resounding Challenge is gonna get the initial hit and the dot in both melee and ranged. So that's gonna be great. Ah, well done. Thank you very much, Soba. So we opened the chest, we got some mountain marks, and we start getting more of these allegiance tokens. So you get the allegiance tokens by running missions, and you need a lot of those tokens to max the allegiance. Thankfully, we have already done all that. Well done. That looks the last of the beasts lurking within these holes. Prince Ingór will be pleased. Let us retire for the night and get some well-deserved rest. And that was just chapter 1 and we're already 20 minutes in, yeah. I think we might need at least 2 episodes to complete this allegiance. It's just so long. But it does provide some really good rewards. The completion is its own reward, in my opinion, too. So, well, we'll be staying here in the Hall of Vérnozal for a couple more episodes, I would guess.
Good work.
Good work on dealing with these nighttime visitors. There is more work to be done here in Gundabad, and it is a long road that lies ahead of us. At least the travel on this road involves making a home rather than searching for one. Yeah, that's true too. Glad to help the Zhélruka. We got some tokens. At least we got increased tokens thanks to our pocket item, and we got, thank God, at long last, the return to Vérnozal skill. This is a really handy skill because it does take you right next to Zidernezat, the dailies, and well, the stable and everything else. So that's gonna be that's very convenient. I'm glad we have it. So that's it for the Allegiance chapter 1. Now I'm gonna do this here in UI settings. Instead of reputation, I have a quick a keybind for the reputation tab, so I'm gonna move this to allegiances, even if it's just for this episode, but I rather have this done quickly. So we need 1400 rep to increase the allegiance. So let us use all these tokens in here. Garlic, please. Why is my old key not working all of a sudden? Why? Don't do this to me. I want to use them all. Alright, well, at least we have one level in here, and as you see here, you will get the tokens of the Zhélruka for each level that you unlock, which are different from the tokens that you get from missions. So there is that. So we have allegiances level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. And we are working towards level 5. If this, I don't know, I don't remember what I need to do to unlock my old key, but check in just a moment. For the moment, we can claim these rewards, some tokens, some jewelry, the next chapter, some cosmetics. Oh, and virtue XP as well. Tolerance is now level 56. That's great. So let me check all these in here. These task items I can take. Ceremonial Mantle of Kept Promises. I dig it. The Torque of Kept Promises. Okay. Agility, Vitality, Critical Rating, Evade. Yeah, it is better than the one that I have in all regards. I'm gonna take it. Alright. And Chapter 2, the Mountain Home. There we go.
Look at this hall.
I know we just moved in, but it's still a mess. How are we supposed to welcome travelers from near and far when Vérnozal is still filled with dust and debris? Visitors from nearby will take one look and return to where they came from, and visitors from far away will curse us for our lack of hospitality. Beriathan, you must assist the Zhélruka and remove the broken crates and piles of debris from Vérnozal. This is something that I also really like about this Allegiance. They use, I think it's the phasing technology to a great extent, but it really works really well. It's a little bit like Hidebolt in that way, that you will see that all changes that you do to the hull will stay, and the hull will advance, will evolve as you move through the Allegiance. Once again, very much like Hidebolt in East Rohan. And I really appreciate it for that. It adds to the immersion and everything. Alright, no, my alt key is working. Does that mean that we cannot use the Gundabad relics in stacks? Do I really need to do this one by one? Please tell me that's not the case. I really want to use my relics in big batches. Why can't I? There's gotta be a catch, right? There's gotta be a way for me to be able to use those relics in batches, please. This is back to Prince Ingór, but we are still missing some more debris and crates. Okay, over here. Right. We got the debris. Awesome, there we go. Remove the crates. Back to Prince Ingór.
Good work.
The hall is more welcoming already and visitors will not be immediately consumed with disgust. That is an improvement. Now then, what else does Vérnozal need? It is a bit dim in here. Now that we would not be illuminating broken crates and dusty corners, we should brighten it up. Collect some coal in Vérnozal and add it to the braziers for me. Coal. Where can I find the coal? Maybe in the kitchens, right? I mean, I think they might be using the coal for the ovens. But no, it seems not. Where is the coal now? You could at least be a little bit more specific, Prince Ingór. I mean, I'm doing the work for you, right? Yeah, the forges. Now that you mentioned that, yeah, seems so evident. Forges need more coal than the ovens. But still. We gotta look for a couple more forgers, I guess. Okay. There we go. The other coal crates that we needed. Now the braziers, where are they? The main corridor, I guess, but still 12 of them. That's gonna take a while. And there's no visible effect. Well, no visible difference, I would say, rather. Like, how cool would it be if the braziers would light up more noticeably, really, instead of what we got. Yeah, and using here now that we've completed chapter 1, we have unlocked the missions. Warden has 5 missions, and Ozma has just the 1. So every day of Gundabad missions has 6 to 7 missions available for you, and there are 40 something missions to complete, so you need at least 7 days. Yeah, 7 days to complete all missions in Gundabad. I think I might do a video showing all those missions, like what we have done so far with the missions in Elderslate, the missions in Erebor. Would make sense, right, to have another video for the missions in Gundabad, but it's not going to be a part of the main series, I don't think so. Brazier. Yeah, that's what I thought. We need to go up. Okay. Yeah. Lots of paddling in these allegiance quests too. As I was saying, they take a long time. And there are 10 of them. This is not like the Mordor allegiances where you had 7 chapters for each one. This allegiance has actually 10 chapters. So the chapters unlock at a different pace than what we saw in Mordor, because you can still only get 30 levels of allegiance ranks. But yeah, it's gonna take us a long time, it's what I'm trying to say. And I never set my mind on whether am I gonna do this as 1 episode or as 2, maybe possibly even 3 if this turns out to be way longer than I thought. Once again, completing the allegiance is worth it. I'm just not sure how interesting would it be seeing me dedicate 3 entire episodes to just allegiances. Or if it's better doing 1 really long episode completing the allegiances, or breaking it up in smaller chunks. But I'm more inclined on doing the smaller chunks part. So let's see how far can we get today. Back to Prince Ingór.
Now what else is missing?
Yes, this is quite a bit better. Now what else is missing? Huh. There is nothing in this hall that welcomes travelers and notifies them that this hall belongs to the mighty Zhélruka clan. A banner or 2 should suffice. Take these Zhélruka clan banners and hang them in Vérnozal. Suitable spot for a Zhélruka banner? Oh, but we gotta do 12 of those. Yeah, Prince Ingór, you really are starting to get on my nerves. Spots for the banners. 12 of them again. But once again, all these changes to the hull will be permanent. Even if you log off, go and do something else, when you're back, all this should be here. Another suitable spot for the banner in here. Well, we're halfway through, at least. Do I really need to also go to the second floor again to continue hanging these banners? Are you for real? Seems I do. Okay, 7 out of 12. Delete key, once again, your best friend. Do you want me to go upstairs? I think we do. All right. Okay, there's another spot in here. And maybe another one in the balconies, I don't know. Yeah, that's what I thought. Ah, still missing one? Okay. Okay. Really close by. Now it's really tempting. Save some time, just jump in here and talk to Ingór, but I don't want to be breaking any legs. Breaks immersion too, not only my legs. But I don't know, this is starting to try out my patience. I might end up jumping off by the end of the episode. But for the time being, I'm resisting that urge. At least, and thank God for that, we can use some of our mounts inside this hole. Otherwise, it would drive a lot of people crazy, especially people who are not playing hunters, wardens, or beornings.
If Gundabad is to be our home, then the Zhélruka must be welcoming.
Ah yes, this hall proudly proclaims that it belongs to the Zhélruka. What is that? You believe that raising Zhélruka banners may not be the most welcoming of sights for a newly arrived traveler? The Zhélruka symbol is a symbol of honor. Prince Ingór takes a moment to regain his composure. I suppose if Gundabad is to be our home, then the Zhélruka must acknowledge that it is to be a home for others as well. I do have one Longbeard banner here. Take it and hang it somewhere prominent. It will do for now. Yeah, at least have it in here. Yeah, it'll do for now. The Longbeard. What happened with the Zhélruka banner? I thought these banners were supposed to stay.
I believe that we have accomplished enough in making the Hall of Vérnozal feel more welcoming.
Look how welcoming that one Longbeard banner makes the hall feel. Are you sure it helps? I am very welcoming with or without a banner, but if you think the banner is important, I will say that it stays. Now that we have made the Hall of Vérnozal more inviting, perhaps you should put some of your other skills to use and assist Ausman Horin with a mission. as I was saying, we do need to complete some of these missions for certain chapters. So, I'm not sure if I'm gonna show the mission on this episode. I think it's already long enough as it is, and we are gonna have a separate video for missions that we might be able to showcase. Yeah, you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be back with you as soon as I have the mission completed, and I'll also make sure to upload the video of the Gundabad missions so that you can check what I'm about to do. But I'll be right back with you. Just a moment. Alright, we are back. We have already completed one mission needed to advance this chapter of the Allegiance. Once again, I'll make sure to have that video up for you at some point, but for now let us focus on the task at hand.
Thank you.
Thank you for assisting Ausman Horin with a mission. Thank you for assisting Ausman Horin with a mission. You have done much today. Still, more remains to be done. For now, I will think on how we can make Vérnozal more inviting to all. There we go, that was it. Now, we can continue our progress here of this allegiance. Why can't I just use those tokens one by one? That seems like such a hassle. But I wanna get rid of the low level ones first. Chapter 8. I think we need to level this up until rank 10, but I'm not sure. So let me see that. We have... I know, it was just chapter 9. Alright. Since this allegiance has 10 chapters, it doesn't unlock at regular paces, at regular intervals, at least not at the beginning, but it will get a standardized further down the road. So we get a couple more tokens, lots of deeds to complete in here, and we're gonna okay, let us claim chapter rank 9 and the 10 one as well. Okay, an extra 2000 virtue XP, tolerance is level 57. We got a cosmetic cloak and the next portion of the allegiance, which once again we don't need to really use that much, but okay. This cloak of ceremonial promises, yeah, it's of Zhélruka colors. Looks a little bit better in red, and it also goes very well with the mantle that we got previously. Anyway, let us do chapter 3 now. Beriathan, I have given it some thought. While the Zhélruka are a very kind people, I believe there are some who might think us impolite. Can't you believe it? This is why I have decided that all Zhélruka in Gundabad must make every effort to do good deeds and be kind to the rest of the dwarves here, no matter how bothersome they may be. And you wonder why people think you're impolite. Okay. To that end, I want you to assist with making and presenting a great gift to the Longbeards. I have decided a gift of elegant Zhélruka blades will be just the thing. Gather some ingots and assist at the forge. A number of Longbeard captains are set to visit Vérnozal soon, and this gift will demonstrate our generosity. Near the upper forges. Okay, at least now you're telling me where to go. That is a step in the right direction. Alright. I did my best not to comment on the Zhélruka's rudeness. But come on, Ingór, you were just asking for it. But if you've been following along, you'll know that I've been commenting on that a couple times already. It's part of the charm of most Zhélruka dwarves, I would say. what makes them funny and funny to hang around in the first place, but yeah, some people might have some issue with the way they Zhélruka treat others. I have fun with it, even when I am the one who's not being treated too well. But once again, some other people might not think the same. 12 ingots. So, Ingór seems to like the number 12 a lot as well. And the issue here is that these ingots are scattered all around the place. So all this feels once again like just paddling, just for the sake of making you spend some extra time doing it, making it feel more meaty in a way. But I could have done with less quantities for all the items we've been picking up so far. Especially because, once again, we need to climb these 2 or 3 floors so many times. And maybe if you are doing these Zhélruka chapters bit by bit, it wouldn't feel that bad. I guess when you are doing these chapters one by one, they will feel of appropriate length. And that's how most people will experience them. You do missions, you unlock a given chapter, you complete the chapter and then go back to doing more missions and rinse and repeat. But since we are doing this the other way around, since we already have all the tokens we need to complete this, I think this might feel more time consuming to us now that we are doing all of it back to back. Back to Ingór anyway. Ah no, forge the weapons. Oh my god. Please tell me I can forge the weapons in here. Do I need to really go back to the upper forges? No. Thank you, at least there's that. Alright, and I can also do them mounted? But I prefer the animation with the anvil and the hammer and everything, so... Talk to Prince Ingór. Okay, now we can talk to Ingór. But if the previous chapters have taught us anything, is that this is not going to be over yet.
These blades are of an excellent make. They have not been battle tested yet, have they?
No, I will not gift an untested sword. If just one sword is faulty, this gift could be taken as a treacherous act against the Longbeards. The Longbeard captains will be arriving very soon. Quickly, you must find some orcs and test out these weapons. Twist, Lieutenant of Khorgar, we already know this Twist. So, as using here, some chapters will require you to complete a random mission from Horin or Ausma, and some other chapters will have a specific mission. So, this one seems to be the latter case. Prince Ingór has declared that the newly forged Zhélruka swords must be properly tested before they can be gifted to the Longbeards. Gazat Fark, in Deepsgrave, alright. Fight your way through the orc encampment. It seems we only need to worry about the enemies in the lower level, so that's what we will be doing. I think once again we can just get rid of everyone in here. Hope I'm not wrong. Let's see. Of course, being in line of sight helps a great deal. The lower ruins are now clear of enemies. It's safe to climb further. Alright, so... that answers the question, I guess. Let's see. Now, hopefully, this will be done here on the upper floor. We've been here, well, it was a long time ago. Maybe not that long for you. These episodes, the main series has been, well, released back to back consistently. But I played Deep's Grave. I ran through Deep's Grave at the end of 2022, mid-December of 2022, and as of the time of recording this, it's mid-February, so for me it's been about 2 months since I came to Deep's Grave. I still remember Deep's Grave good enough to know my way around this place, but it's been a long time since I was here. Where exactly now? Maybe we gotta continue climbing. And this also lets me check. Yeah. All these deeds that we have completed. We are already 10 levels in with the Zhélruka Legions. We are making good progress. No, this door has not been opened. We gotta find a way to the troll we saw here down below. Oh, okay, it was through this opening. So simple when you know the answer. Thank you for the lift. Is that all? The middle ruins are now clear of enemies. It is safe to climb further. Alright, now it's time to continue climbing up. Here the remote quests is just the weeklies for the missions. Because, well, I've been doing missions to advance through the Allegiance. Nothing too major. Alright, the door is open now. Let's see how many of these guys we can pull. I gotta say, I'm also gonna miss Brink of Victory a lot, because once again, this is being recorded before the release of Update 35, and from the looks of it, Brink of Victory will be getting less targets and will just become a frontal AoE. And Brink of Victory has been so useful for pulling up different mobs scattered around different areas. Been using it non-stop ever since I got it, so yeah, I'm gonna miss Brink of Victory. We'll most surely, well, hopefully get something just as good to replace it, but I'm still gonna miss it. Now to find the Orc Captain. Here we are. Sound the horn. The Orc Captain approaches. The Gundabad Pit Lord. Forgar, alright. And there we go, you have defeated the Gundabad Pit Lord. Reclaim our rewards. Perfect. Good work. I would say every one of those Zhélruka blades held their own in combat. We should return to Vérnozal and inform Prince Ingór of our success on this day. Would have been nice, for example, seeing some dwarf NPCs fighting the orcs. Because it doesn't make too much sense for me to think that I would be changing weapons throughout the mission just to test them, but maybe that's what happened, I don't know. Bottom line, the weapons have been tested, they are good to go.
Every weapon is perfect? Good, good.
The Longbeard captains arrived while you were away. I have kept them busy with a tour of Vérnozal. Now go and present them with the exquisite blades of the Zhélruka. Alright, so you see here, at long last, the banners are where they were supposed to be. So they do disappear for a moment, but after you complete the quest, they will phase in. So in the end, as promised, the whole does change to reflect your progress through the allegiance. At least some of it seems to be... Yeah, you see all the banners that we hanged are still in here, so that's great. And even some additional banners maybe, I don't remember placing this one. Well, it's starting to look like a home now. Also these mirrors in here, letting the light pass. Amazing. Don't get tired of the dwarf ingenuity. Alright, here you have your weapons. I hope you enjoy them. A gesture of goodwill made the relationships between the Longbeards and the Zhélruka thrive for many long years. And same goes for you too. Captain 3 and Captain 4. I don't know your names, I'm sorry, but this is what I was asked to do. Now go back to Prince Ingór once again, resisting the urge to just jump, break a leg, and do this way faster. But I've already made my mind. I've already settled on the idea of doing the allegiance in a couple episodes, so I'm not in such a hurry now. I can take things a little bit slower, knowing that I will have more time to do all this.
I see that they were quite honored to receive such tokens of friendship.
My decree that my people should demonstrate extra kindness is already seeing results. Now more dwarves than ever will rally to our cause and work to reclaim Gundabad. Alright, that was chapter 3. Let us continue where we were. And here you'll see you start unlocking. From now on, we will start unlocking new chapters every 3 levels, starting at level 9. So you needed to complete 5 levels, then 4, and then it goes down to 3 every level from now on. So, once again, what a shame. I don't know. This really seems off. I don't know if there is an issue with my keyboard, with my client, if the tokens were designed this way. I seem to remember I was able to use them in batches. Oh, we're already at level 15? Right there. So, more tokens. The next chapter, Friends of the Longbeards. Level 13, level 14. Alright. We're gonna get more rewards soon, but not yet. Let me see here. Alright, let's do chapter 4.
I must speak with you.
There are rumors in the hold that a group of Longbeard explorers has gone missing while excavating a perilous cavern. Apparently one of the old tunnels gave way and the dwarves did not return. I believe they might be trapped, but still alive. We must search for them and assist the Longbeards. Oh, it seems this is one... Oh,
We must hurry.
hopefully this will be a short chapter. Let's see. Quickly now, we must hurry. If they remain alive, those Longbeards may not have much longer. Twist raging, we know this twist as well. So here we go. Ravenous Works, Bronzebound Hobgoblins. This is a location in the pits of Stonejaws that we had already visited as well. But yeah, this is one of the reasons why I decided to leave this episode for last. We were in Deepsgrave, now we are here in the pit of Stonejaws, and to be honest with you, I wasn't sure if advancing these chapters of the Allegiance would trigger the discovery of these locations for the Explorer deeds. And, well, I didn't want to take the risk because, in my eyes, it wouldn't feel natural unlocking deeds doing missions. Maybe I'm a little bit old-fashioned that way, but I prefer to unlock my deeds as I physically go to that location and do the quests instead of the mission or any other kind of instance taking me there. Sometimes it can be helped. There are places that you only get to visit in instances, there are places that you unlock after completing certain instances, but if I can help it, I much rather do it the old-fashioned way. Can you please die, guy? Cool. Falling rocks in here. Lots of rocks. I don't know, maybe we'll find one of the dwarves under one of these rocks? Or they are... yeah, they are below the rocks. A timely rescue! This is the fourth one. Okay, it seems we're doing this in the reverse order. But in the end, we'll end up rescuing all of them, I hope, so shouldn't make that big of a difference. Come on! Go down! Yeah. Perfect. Okay, now to continue clearing rocks. There we go, at long last, another Longbeard. Blasted rocks. This is the second one. Okay, so at some point... I mean, we have the fourth one and we have the second one. Where is the third one? Where is the first one? Let's see which one is trapped in here. This is something that I also have a lot of fun with. Whenever we are given a quest, an objective, to find certain NPCs numbered, when you are given the order at which the NPCs are supposed to be found, I always like to see if I'm able to do the order that the game has, or if I end up doing things differently, like the case today. Seems a little bit random. The important thing is rescuing them anyway. The first trapped Longbeard, okay. So we got 4, 2, 1, 3. You could say we were really spicing things up. And the last one's... he's gotta be here. There are no more rocks to look at. No more Rubble to clear. There we go. A timely rescue. Yeah, let me escort you back to Vérnozal. Let's see if we can find all your other companions. And let's head back. Everyone is rescued and accounted for. More marks, alright. We thank you, brave Warden. Without your assistance, we would certainly be done for. I believe I speak for all of us when I say that we are ready to return to safer dwellings whenever you are. And I am ready too, so let's go. Alright, so it seems this was chapter 4. Please let it be so. Nothing wrong with 1 or 2 chapters being shorter than the other ones, especially when you're doing them all back to back. Let's see.
I have heard of your success.
I spoke too soon.
The Longbeard explorers.
Ah, you have returned. I have heard of your success and the safe return of the Longbeard explorers. You have done well to strengthen the bond between all the dwarves in Gundabad. I believe we can do more, however. Let us send those explorers a gift to show that the Zhélruka are just as pleased as any Longbeard at their safe return. Some ales, bread, and draughts should do nicely. We can present this package to the Longbeard emissary before he departs. Right, now this one should definitely be at the kitchen. Hopefully all of it should be at the kitchen. Bread, ales, and draughts. Where else would it be? No, you're not gonna have me run all around the hall all over again for bread, ales, and draughts when it should be in the kitchen. I don't know, I may sound today a little bit too whiny, maybe, but I'm having fun. In a weird, really weird way, whining is making this more fun. I don't know why, but I'm having a lot of fun. Nothing wrong with a couple complaints every once in a while, I guess. I mean, I don't imagine Beriathan being fed up with Prince Ingór or anything like that. Ah, it's down below. Or it's upstairs. I don't know. Ah, it's upstairs. As I was saying, I don't imagine Beriathan getting fed up with Prince Ingór. The Longbeards are his friends. And the Zhélruka too, so I would imagine he's just happy to help. Maybe he might be getting a little bit too annoyed by it. But he's a good friend. He wouldn't complain to his friends. I mean, we've all been in that situation, right? A friend asks us a favor, we do the favor because, well, we appreciate our friend. But at the same time, it's a favor that really gets on our nerves. Of course, we wouldn't say that to our friend because, well, we don't want to hurt their feelings or anything. And we know that our friends have also done us favors that they might not like because they also appreciate us. So I guess that's what I picture in my mind Beriathan is thinking right now. But of course, he's not saying anything to Prince Ingór. And I'm having a lot of fun. Once again, in a really weird way, I'm having a lot of fun finding things to complain about, but please don't take that the wrong way. It's just some silly fun. Really silly fun, but really fun too. At least, all the bread and the ales and the draughts are all here on this floor, and I think the emissary is also somewhere around here. So this quest objective at least also goes by really quickly. And what I'm thinking of doing is splitting this up in the 2 different episodes. So we're gonna do the first half today, and the second half on the next one. That seems like a reasonable enough compromise, right? I mean, these 5 chapters that I'm aiming for today will be basically as long as the entire, as one of the Mordor allegiances. If you check the channel, you'll see that all Mordor allegiances took me about an hour and a half to complete each one of them, and it seems that's gonna be the case with the Zhélruka. The first half is gonna take me an hour and a half. The second half is gonna take me another hour and a half. It makes sense then splitting it up in 2 different episodes. So I will not be doing the entirety of the Allegiance in one episode, but I can still make all my Allegiance episodes around the same length. So that's some consistency I'm happy with. That will work. The empty crate. Here is where we leave all of it. Ah, okay. We collect the package. And the emissary. Okay, he's right here. Thank you. Thank you for this care package. I'm sure that the Longbeards you rescued will be honored to receive such a gift. My personal thanks for all that you have done, Warden. Awesome, thank you. Thank you as well. Happy to help.
You have done well.
The care package has been delivered. Good, good. You have done well today, my friend. There we go. And finally, well, at least for today, and we can already claim this reward. Awesome. Let's claim this. Another deed completed. Tolerance is now level 58. That's so great. So some more virtue XP. The next chapter, another piece of jewelry, I believe. Or is this a piece of gear? I'm gonna check in just a moment. What do we have here? Threads, yeah. Shoes. Agility, vitality, critical rating, and fate. I'm not that big of a fan of it. I still prefer the extra physical mastery and the extra vitality. But who knows, with the power rework maybe fate will be a little bit more valuable, I don't know. But we'll see. Alrighty, so let's do...
Do you hear that bickering within the Hall of Vérnozal?
Beriathan, do you hear that bickering within the Hall of Vérnozal? It appears a Longbeard and a Zhélruka are in the midst of a heated conversation. This arguing goes against my decree that all must work together for the continued peace of Gundabad. Go and put a stop to it. I would go myself, but I assure you that things would only get louder in the hall if I did. Yeah, that makes sense, so... Let me take care of this for you. I think I remember this one. This is a funny one. That Longbeard stole my goat. I would know my goat anywhere, and that goat is certainly mine. How can he have won my goat in a game of runic dice? I do not gamble. There is no way I would have sold my goat or gambled it away. Go ask that dwarf, Ygritte. She knows me well, and one thing she knows for certain is that I never gamble. I have done nothing wrong. He says that I stole his goat, but he's wrong. I won it, legitimately, in a game of hammers and bones. I bet this Zhélruka liar doesn't even own a goat. Go ask that dwarf, Ygritte. She is always playing hammers and bones and was there when I won this goat. Ygritte is, I think, right next to these western stairs. On the second floor. This is gonna be a really short one as well. Yeah, I think you can see the ring in the minimap and everything. There she is.
For the Zhélruka.
You question Ygritte about both Víglund and Nécheck. You might find this odd, but they are both telling the truth. Víglund swept up at Hammers and Bones last night with the goat as the main prize. I could not tell you where the goat came from, however. I think it wandered over and looked quite without an owner, so we all thought the goat would sweeten the pot, you know. Nécheck, on the other hand, he never gambles. If that goat does belong to Nécheck, you might want to check the stables. I don't remember exactly what's the resolution of this questline. I just remember I found it really funny the last time. One of my favorite parts of the Zhélruka Allegiance, for sure. Goat droppings, of course. These goat droppings are at least a day old. What would LOTRO be without examining droppings, right? This feat is fresh and untouched. Not it for the droppings this time around, however. Something is missing here. There should be a rope here to tie up the goat, but it is missing. Search for the missing rope. Where exactly do I need to find a missing rope? Please. This is getting ridiculous. Okay. This part I don't like as much. No indication where the rope is. So just run around. Hope you find it. Hope that you don't take too long finding it, actually. Mailbox, milestone. No. Where is the friggin' rope? Yeah, in Vérnozal, yeah, I figured that much. But that doesn't help. That doesn't help. Workbench. Yeah, no. That's not it. I think another quest, another allegiance quest will send us to this place, but not this one yet. Where is the friggin' rope? Come on. Ovens and more ovens. What a shame there's nothing to do in the kitchen so far, it seems. Come on, guys. I was trying to avoid this. I don't know, I told you before, I always think we lose a lot of time just waiting for the animation to ride your mounts. Even after the animation was shortened. But I have never been a big fan. So I, for the most part, try to avoid using my mounts if I know I'm gonna be dismounting soon. But finding this rope is getting ridiculous as it is, so... I guess I need the extra speed that this boar would give me. There doesn't make any sense for the rope to be upstairs. I mean, it's a goat. The rope should be by the stables, right? Discarded gift. Oh. Really? No, 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 where are you going? Discarded gift. The rope is tied around some sort of gift. Oh my god. All the way up here just for a piece of rope. Yeah, I start to remember now this quest was getting on my nerves, but I think the resolution was funny enough to make up for all the other inconveniences. At least we got it. I was about to give up. I'm gonna tell you that. Oh, I think it's coming back to me now, what this quest is about. This is gonna be a funny one.
Up with it.
You show Nécheck the gift tied with missing rope from the stables. Oh my, I am such a fool. Not only is that rope indeed the one used to tether my goat, that gift is also mine. I have been trying to profess my love to someone special. I procured the perfect gift, but I lacked anything with which to tie it up. In my haste, I must have taken the rope from the stalls without thinking and forgot to latch the gate. Oh, this is all my fault. And for all this unpleasantness, my love did not even open the present. Please take the gift away. I do not wish to see it again.
What do you want?
If that is not the most luckless story I have ever heard, I could not tell you. Here, Nécheck, take your goat back. I do not need it, and honestly, it looks as if you might. I do not know what that gift is, but I would sure like to try winning it tonight in another game of Hammers and Bones. Alright, I mean, yeah, that seems fair enough. Why don't you try the gifts? I mean, instead of betting the gift again, why didn't Nécheck exchange the gift for the goat? That seems like a reasonable exchange for me. That would have been really fun, but the reason why Víglund will gamble for the gift instead is so that we can talk to Ygritte now. At least I think that's the case.
Glory awaits us.
Oh, is this for tonight's Hammers and Bones spot? You know, this is the second time someone has given me this exact same gift. Nécheck, that fool. He confessed his love for me, can you believe it? But it is hopeless. How could I love someone who doesn't gamble? Yeah, I told you, it would definitely pay off. My god. What a way of coming full circle with this quest. Any way you look at it, Nécheck would have lost its goat. He would either gamble for it and lost it to Víglund and won Ygritte's love, or as you see here, he just made a fool of himself and he lost Ygritte's love because he doesn't gamble. Love it.
Now then, have you settled the disagreement? Good.
There is no place for bickering in a Zhélruka hall. My word is final. Now that Colm has returned to Vérnozal, perhaps you should put some of your other skills to use and assist Houseman Warden with a mission. For a moment I thought this was gonna be it, but it's not. Alright, I'll do another mission, but once again, this is not gonna be part of the episode. Go to the missions episode and check this out, and I'll be back with you when I'm ready to advance the allegiance. Alright, with another mission out of the way, we can now go back to Prince Ingór. And I think this is gonna be it for today's chapter, right?
Thank you.
Thank you for assisting Ausma and Warden with a mission. You have done much in this day. Still, there is much more to be done. I will spend the time until you return deciding just what to do next. Awesome, and with this we have completed the first half of the Zhélruka Allegiance. That is all the time that we have for today. But tune in on the next one and we'll do the second half. For the time being though, thank you so much for watching today's episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.